Hey everyone, how's it going? This is day 36 of Project 365. Okay, in today's video, as you can see, we are already in flight. We are basically coming back from the training area here at Sydney, and I'm directly over Prospect River. On my right is one of our senior instructors here at SFC. Her name is Lee, and basically, this was my very first flight here at SFC. As soon as I moved from Camden, this is a flight, we call it check flight. Basically, our instructor will take us to our training area, just show us the ground features, the maps, the routes we need to take to come or enter the Bankstown. So basically, this is one of the VFR routes. You can look it up on VTC maps. So this is basically, we are flying over Prospect River, entering Class D airspace. What you just saw was my instructor pressing a couple buttons, switching the transponder code from 1200, which is Class Golf, to Class Delta 300. So Piper Archer has a Garmin 1000. So it's got a built-in feature where you don't have to change the numbers. You just have to press Class G to Class D VFR, and it changes the number on itself. So basically, all I'm doing is reducing the height from 1500 feet to 1000 feet. That's because we need about 500 feet separation between inbound and outbound aircrafts. That's what my instructor is explaining at the moment. So on the right side, you can see the mini map that shows the route I'm taking. So we are somewhere in between Bankstown and Prospect River right now. And I'm still descending as I'm also monitoring the airspeed. My instructor is just giving some general instructions about the ground features. Keep bringing it down. I think I'm a little bit below 1000, or I was approaching 1000. She said don't enter below 1000. That's pretty much all I'm doing right now, holding the attitude, holding my height, and looking for ground features. And I can see the Warwick race farm. So basically, I just want to be aligning myself just to the left of Warwick race farm. And I can see how the power is dropping. So my instructor told me to add a little bit more power to the aircraft. And I think from here, my instructor wanted to fly the aircraft because this is my very first time flying here into the Bankstown, and she wanted to make sure I don't have any issues. So I can see the Bankstown Airport. We both can see the Bankstown Airport from here. So the tiny little river in front of us is Georges River, which means we are directly above Canley Heights. As you can see, the train tracks, that is the Class D, or the Bankstown Airport airspace. So from here, you want to be at 1000. You don't want to be above 1000 or below 1000. This is pretty much the circuit height. So now we're in the circuit. My instructor has taken over the aircraft. All she would say is my controls, and I would say handing over controls, or your controls. She's just in profile. That's the long final, and there's, as you can see, there are actually 3 runways. So my instructor was saying we are going to use the very left runway to land. She's pretty much getting herself in profile. Here we use an acronym called AAA: airspeed, attitude, and aspects. Looks like all 3 are in place. She's holding good airspeed, the attitude's looking good, the aspects looking good too. As you can see, we are just passing Georges River, somewhere around 500 feet, and she's still reducing the power. and she's telling me what is my aim point. Okay, yeah, sorry, my bad. So the AAA stands for aim point, airspeed, and aspect. That's right. So the center one is mainly for private jets and bigger aircrafts. Only the left and the right of this runway is used for smaller aircrafts for arrivals and departure. Depending on the day, depending on the wind conditions, the tower will tell us which one to take. Okay, so the aim point is dead in the center, airspeed's good, aspect's good. Now from here we call it the transition points, so the eyesight should be all the way at the end of the runway. Hold attitude, stall. Boom, touchdown. That was a beautiful textbook landing by Lee. And she's going a little bit off center here, and that's because we're going to take a left turn or exit the runway into taxiway. So you don't want to have a steep turn, otherwise the aircraft will just tumble. So basically she just took a precautionary measure. She went a little wide so that we'll have a nice smooth left hand turn. Okay, we're looking for traffic, and that's pretty much it. That's my very first flight here at SFC with my instructor Lee. Thank you for watching.